joining us now is the current head football coach at BYU, Kalani Sitake. Coach, we appreciate you joining us amidst your very busy schedule. That's been the case for a lot of our guests today, and very busy walks of life. But let's start with this. What is your reaction to the news of Coach Edwards passing away today?
Well, obviously heartbroken, and there is a lot of people that are saddened by the news, obviously, and a lot of grown men crying today and that are hurting from this. So you can imagine the influence that he's had on not only his players but the coaches and the football community, BYU fans, and everybody that's involved, and also his opponents. And so the football world is hurting for him, and I think he was universally loved. And so I can only imagine how Patty and his family is feeling right now, and my condolences go out to the Edwards family, and I just want to thank them for sharing their husband and their father and grandfather with people like me that have made my life better. So just thank you very much. And LaVell is going to be really, really missed, and hope we can make him proud by the way we live our lives and the way that we enjoy each other's company.
Coach, you've said that you want to be the Polynesian LaVell Edwards. What would you like to emulate most about LaVell?
Well, I think that was my attempt at trying to be funny, which is what LaVell was really good at. He had a great sense of humor, and so I think it was. I mentioned it before. I think it was taken out of context because I could never be LaVell Edwards. He is such a great man, and but what I want to try to do is influence people like he influenced me, and I am one of many people that have been become a better person because of him. And I think you've probably heard from so many people today that have talked about his influence on their lives, and so I'm just very grateful for being able to be in his life, but very more than anything grateful for the influence that he's helped me become a better person. And and it wasn't just always about football. It was about so many more things, and I've just really enjoyed. It's been an honor for me to be the coach here this last season, and I think that it's been the best part about it is being so close to LaVell and Patty, and being able to spend some time with them, and just hear some of the things that he's passionate about still, and hopefully we can continue a lot of the traditions that he started here, and make him and Patty and the rest of their family proud.
The head football coach at BYU, Kalani Sitake, joining us now on BYU Sports Nation. Coach, without fail, every time we talk to somebody, whether it be today or previously about LaVell Edwards, his sense of humor and his ability to make people smile gets brought up. So let's dig into that a little bit. What is it about Coach Edwards that makes you smile when you think about his sense of humor?
Oh, man, well, because he's just so witty. He could come up with such quick things to say, and it didn't matter what it was. He found a way to make you happy, and he cared so much about people. His sense of humor kind of draws you in, but when you realize how much he really cares about you as a person, I've mentioned before that I'm one of many, but there's so many people out there. He cared about helping even the people that are struggling the most. It's something that he's really passionate about. I was able to spend some time with him a couple weeks ago, and we talked about football a little bit. But when you mentioned some of the service and the charity work that the football team was doing, that's what really struck a chord with LaVell. And so the fact that he and Patty were so excited about the community and the work that we're doing with your community service and charity work, that meant more to them than the actual success on the football field, which is exactly what defines LaVell Edwards, that he cares about people and he loves them, and he was willing to make them laugh and do whatever it took to make someone's life better that day, and he's definitely done that for me, and he's done that for so many more, and it's just awesome to be part of his life and be connected with him.
We've all seen the video of the two of you hugging after his final game as head coach, the win at Utah. He's also, as you mentioned, been very supportive of you in your first season as head coach. What did the relationship that you had with him mean to you?
It meant the world because he could just be honest with me about anything. When I was a player for him, he would tell me, he would just critique me and give me such positive reinforcement. And LaVell's influence and the impact that he had, it was different than what you would think a stereotypical coach should be. It was subtle and gentle and loving and caring, and you wanted to do more because of it, and that effect he had on me it's just I don't know. I just didn't want to let him down. I didn't want to disappoint him at all. But more than anything, he saw more in me than I saw in myself, and that's a beautiful thing, when someone has that much confidence in you. And that's one of my favorite moments is at the end of his last game when I was able to embrace him. I'm glad that they caught it on film because that's something I can always hold dear to. And that interaction I had with him, it's just. I'm glad that I had that, but like I said before, I'm one of many, many, many players that have felt that love from him. And whether you're the star player or the or a volunteer walk-on type guy, he treated you all the same, and that's something about LaVell and the effectiveness that he had on people's lives. It wasn't overpowering; it was just overwhelming with love, and it was subtle and gentle, and I appreciate that about him, and that's something that's quite unique in a coach, and more than anything, it's very unique in a person, and something that it's very attractive for people like myself, and I speak for all my former teammates and the people, the BYU alumni, and everyone that's known him.
The emotions that emanate from that video of you hugging LaVell are almost tangible. And I know BYU Football Video sent out a little montage of that, his final game, and of you hugging him, and I watched it probably 9 or 10 times. Just because there was nothing disingenuous about him or his character. And I know that is something that you care deeply about, Kalani, in talking with you and being around you. What do you want your players to remember and know about LaVell Edwards that don't have much interaction with him? And what do you want them to know about what he means to BYU football?
Well, it's a little bit of what we're trying to do here at BYU. It's what made. I mean, I've always been a fan of BYU, but when I got to know LaVell is when I actually completely loved BYU, And so the stuff the atmosphere and the culture that he provided for me as a player is something that we're trying to do. And so the traditions and all the great things that have been part of what BYU is, that LaVell brought here, it's something that we're trying to do and continue here at BYU. I mean, it's nothing unique to me. It's just something that has already been here. So if we can carry on the tradition, I mean, the stadium's named after him, and anybody that's been in that stadium has been in, has worn the blue and the white, understand what it's like to be part of this program, and that's what LaVell did here. He made it so that it's something that just doesn't last for a period of time. It's an everlasting deal, and it's eternal. And so just trying to do that. I mean, like I said, it'd be hard to live up to what LaVell has done as a person, but I think that we can all try, and try to do things, especially people that knew him personally. It's hard to talk about LaVell and not get emotional when you talk to all the people that know him, even his great friends like Ron McBride and all the people that have been his opponents that know him. It's hard not to get emotional and not to feel that so saddened by it. But we can just live our lives the way that he would be proud of, and just know that what he's done and his influence can last longer than just by his presence on this earth. So we hope to continue that, and like I said, make him proud. And I know that the fans and then our players on this team understand that. I mean, they definitely feel his influence in this program, and hopefully we can carry on and continue to do what he's already started.
Kalani, it's always great to talk to you, my friend. We appreciate your insight and that look into LaVell Edwards' legacy. And quite frankly, we just want to add a few of our own exclamation points to everything that you just said. So thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.